What's up, guys? TruckDriver101.com. Sitting here waiting on freight. Had one of them long, long days, and waiting on them to get in here. So I'm kind of just sitting around bored. Figure I'd talk about something I've been noticing. If you get a lease purchase truck, I don't care where you go, a brand new truck is always going to have a couple problems with it. So don't get too excited about the warranty. I know they get you excited because the warranty seems like it's such a great thing. But remember, when you lease purchase or own operator, down is down, right? You losing money when the truck ain't moving because the note is still due, right? And if you're on a lease purchase program, you got more stuff to pay than just the note. I'm still not, even though I've seen Snyder's program, I've been looking at that. I've been looking at primes. I'm still not big on these lease purchase programs. I'm not saying you can't make any money in them anymore. Obviously, we want to do freight. Prime. You go to Prime, you can do refrigerated. You go to Snyder, you can do tanker or do intermodal, and there's some great opportunities there. I'm just not big on signing on to someone else's someone else's business plan, I should say, and that's just my thing. If you're gonna do that crap, make sure you read through everything. The reason I'm making this video though is because I've been talking to some guys, and they hear a lot of complaints, but they're not real complaints. They're I'm running, but literally I was talking to one guy. He's making he says averaging about 9,000 miles a month, $9,000 gross a month, which is great, but he's not making. I'm only getting about 1,800 of that, and I'm like, well, that sounds good to me. And it's just funny, like why is that bad? And he starts talking about, well, if I go to this company, I could get this. And guys, if you're somewhere and you're making money, and that was your goal, yeah, then you're making money. Now, of course, there's expenses in that, and I think what he hasn't done is he hasn't taken taxes out of that. He also probably doesn't have a proper maintenance fund beyond what the company has him doing. But that's just an example of listening to somebody complain about making $1,800. But that's nothing. I worked at Warner Enterprises. I listened to guys complain about making $49,000 and was home every night doing day cab work. So of course, there's always some people who are just never satisfied. But if you create good goals and you are aware of the problems that happen with new trucks, right now, freight is pretty good. You can make some good money, but you gotta stop your bitching and the whining and get focused on making your money. Just a little advice out there. I'm not trying to tell you I'm my own operator because I'm not a company driver, but if you're making $1,000 a week, 800-900 a week after taxes, that's some pretty good money. And you have control over your truck. That's not bad. You gotta remember, when you own an operator or lease purchase, it's not about what you make. It's about what you spend. All right, guys, that's my little comment there on that. Just because talking to a driver and listening to his whining. I told you guys, I met an owner operator one time who worked at Landstar, and he was making a $2,000 a month truck note. His note would be paid for, I think, within 2 months when we talked, and then he would have his truck would be paid for free and clear. So that meant his income was going to go up $2,000 a month. That's quite a bit of money, right? And the thing about owning a business, and I'm just going to put this out: when you own a business, you can't think of week to week. You got to take. If he takes that money and just saves it, right? He could buy a new truck, make some more, have somebody else drive it, and make money that way. He could take that money and pay off some bills, knock down that mortgage. You got to think in those long-term realities. Because owning a truck is about freedom. And freedom, to truly be free, you got to manage and think long-term. Just my opinion on that. So, new trucks break down. Don't whine if you're making money. I'm not a big fan of lease purchase, but if you're making money, and you got a couple breakdowns, stop tripping. You're doing all right. If you're making $1,000 a week, or 800 a week, or 700 a week, that's pretty good. I think if you're north to own an op or be a lease purchase, I think as long as you're north of $1,000, you're doing well. If you're a little below that, then you got to cut some costs, you know. But remember, when you're doing this independent contractor stuff, it's all about what you spend. That's my opinion now. I'm not in that world, you know. There's some guys out there on YouTube who are. Check them out. But you know, I just figured I'd throw that out when I listen to guys complain about making 1,800 a week, which just make me want to slap it. Bye.